Hey y'all, what's up? 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 Ladies, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? I hope that you all can hear me clearly without issue. We are about to have a conversation about love and marriage. We are about to have a talk about love and marriage. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure that I share the video to all necessary areas so the people know that your girl is indeed live and talking about some things, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. First up, we got Belle Collective. Hey, bitch. What's going on, everybody? Honey, what is going on? We are about to talk about a few things over here. Girl, let me pull these sleeves down just a minute. What's up, everybody? Give me a second here because I want to pull up some stuff so that we could talk about Belle Collective because the girls are back. Honey, can you believe it? The ladies are back. The ladies are back. It's making me think about Nene Leakes. The door is closed. The door is closed, but the door is open. The door is open, and I do want to pull up the details so that we can look at it and we can talk about it. We could chatty patty and all of that. So give me a second here. Actually, I want to remove something from the screen. Girl, I guess we'll have to do this one. Let's remove it to here. Let me see if I'm able to share a video file. Give me a second. Yeah. Let's see if I can keep this up. Give me a second here. Where is it? Okay, let's try to do this. If not, I'll take it down if it doesn't show the video clear enough. All right, let's see. So y'all know they done dropped the trailer. What's up, everybody over here in the chat? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Go ahead and hit the like button if you haven't yet to do so. Please go ahead and hit that like button for your girl. What's up, Shannon? Yes, let's like the video on the way in, everyone. What's up, Sanithia, Alicia T, Aaron, Life of the Shanta or Shantae. What's up, honey? Let's see. Belle Collective is looking good from this trailer, honey. Yes, we are going to get into the trailer. What's up, Sharon? What's up, Keon, honey? Hey, Yolanda. Hey, VS Watch. What's up? Did Nike sponsor this video? Girl, did they? Did they, girl? They didn't. They didn't. They didn't really sponsor it. You know what I'm saying? They can. I never watched Belle Collective, but when you said that you loved it and would be reviewing the upcoming season, I had to go back and watch the entire season 1. Let me know what you thought, Miss Shannon. What's up, Lindsay and Lily? What's going on? So we are about to real quick, get into this trailer, y'all. Let's see what the trailer is going to be giving. Let me go back because we're going to have to remove some stuff real quick. All right. So y'all ready? As we get into this Belle Collective, honey, let me see. Because I started watching the trailer, then I stopped. Okay. Like the first few minutes, I paused. I was like, let me come back. Let me bring it back and let me check it out with you guys. So let's see what it's giving. Okay. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Well, congratulations to all you ladies on everything that you're doing. The mission is for us to come together to really empower one another, support one another, because that's what I stand for. And I'm glad to know y'all. Y'all are bosses.
I mean, they are bosses.
Y'all are bosses, honey.
Girl, I could tell by Miss face. So what's her name? Not Antoinette, because we're going to get into Antoinette in just a second. What is Miss Suzanne name? What's her name? What's the pink lady? Marie Hamilton. Name is giving very rich. I don't even know how I missed that. But Marie, girl, she is, we could see that it's about to be a clash. We could see that she wasn't really feeling what old girl had to say. Letitia. Girl, let's see. Letitia, they arguing.
All I can think about is what the she did to me. You don't know what the I went through. I can't leave. No, you can't leave. You're my friend. You're my friend. Why you leaving?
Be the light or conform to the darkness.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Honey, the Bells are back. Marie Monroe?
I got a little lift.
I wasn't going to say anything.
You gotta act like you see Grace and Mercy Jr. over here.
Things have changed.
Yeah.
I am really doing everything on my own terms. I'm loving myself now. I'm just a boss in my own right. Am I still married? Yes. Are we still together? No. We going with that?
I sure want to know why they ain't together no more. I sure want to know why they not together no more. Last time she was just hanging on. Seemed like she was happy with where she was at. Excuse me, y'all. Seemed like she was happy with where she was at. So I sure would like to know what didn't happen, Miss Sue-Ann. What, girl?
Dad. Thank you, Dad. Love you, Josh.
Oh, baby. Yes, it's gonna work out.
I'm back and I'm better than ever. I'm slim, fine, trim, proper, and I am the new and improved Latrice Rogers.
So, Trish, what do you think about bringing another baby into the family?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm at 0 on wanting to have a baby.
You got to have a baby.
She don't know kids.
My new look is my rebirth look. Blondes have more fun. I am opening up 5 methadone clinics. You name it, I own it. My mom has been staying with me for 3 months. When I was growing up, she was absent from the home due to her drug abuse.
I think things are going to be.
So she about to bring her mama on the show? This not giving good. This don't look like it's gonna be that good. Or her bringing her mama onto the show. I'm a little concerned. I'm a little worried for Miss Girl. I want to know what's going on with your son. I want to know what's going on with your son and these 2 kids that he was having, and whatever other struggle he had going on. And he trying to go off to college and stuff. Is you gonna bring your son back? Let us know. Let us get in his business and find out what's going on with that. And you about to bring your mama on the show? And your mama was abused and stuff? Okay.
Very well in my personal life.
Y'all, Tambra is back, and she has also scaled back on the heavy makeup. Y'all remember how we saw her with all that heavy caked up as makeup and them heavy ass wigs that she had on her head? So it looked like she done sat up here and kind of like lightened up the wigs and lightened up the foundation. Okay, so it's giving not so heavy-handed this season.
And I are back together. We have talked more about marriage and having a baby. Is there something I need to know about Tambra?
Maybe you should ask her, is there something she needs to know about me?
I am super shocked.
Who is this woman? Who is this lady? So Tambra, we went through all of this to watch you go on dates for this man to be on TV and then to possibly be over here messing with somebody else. Why he with you? Girl.
To hear that Tambra's man is cheating on her.
I'm about to mess things up. I'm about to mess things up.
My plate is dirty, so I don't eat on dirty plates. I'm the real queen of Jackson, Mississippi. I don't ever want to be invited to another one of these. This is the worst I've ever been to.
There's a new Belle in town, and this Belle right here got plenty of spice. Everybody want to be like So Gucci. I got the funniest, finest husband.
Living in America. I toasted up.
Y'all know that Sanjay Daddy, right? Y'all know that Sanjay Daddy from Dancing Dolls? That's her daddy.
Promising future for our girls, and most of all, me having my wife to my damn self with nobody else.
The ladies are back and we not taking checks.
We are winners, and you know this.
They told me that Clip was sleeping with my ex-wife, so, I mean, damn.
I took you out the hood to get away from it. You go right back to the hood.
I'm addicted to drugs.
Sweetheart, I am not new here. I grew here.
Glenn is literally losing his mind.
Tell me the damn truth. Is this your baby or not? So many times. You have
Oh my God. What do you think I'm doing? Who you think was in there with me?
I need for you to answer your phone. Period.
On blast, but I'm on my path. On track, but I'm feeling left. On tap, all love is fast.
That messed me up. I see a counselor today because of the stuff that go on in his house.
You saved my life, and I just want you to know that I really appreciate you.
Tasha and Damon are happy.
Not them putting the black screen on the homegirl that everybody felt like she wanted to be with in the beginning. Oh, Lord.
Having an affair.
Man, leave Tamara alone. Don't bring that to this right here no more.
Tamara, you really want to leave?
You are desperate and crazy. That's what you are.
At this point, I still don't want to have a child.
That's something we decide together. If you decided with me, you're not my wife.
Is you ready for it?
I'm still not ready for a child.
When a person gets to the point where they are tired, and that's not something that you plan. You can't tell nobody that you're tired.
I teach other women how to become the best version of themselves. And I just started becoming the best version of myself.
And let's cheers to the good life, because we are living it.
You got me up. I gave you a seat at this table. You begged for a seat at this table.
Mess hell. Mess hell. Mess hell. That's what it's giving. It's giving mess hell. I'm gonna be tuned in, girl. I need to know what's going on. Not somebody over there sleeping with somebody else's ex. Girl, it's all kind of sleeping going on. Is this your child? Is that your child? Girl, it's a whole lot of sneaking going on in these creeds. My geez, Louise. Let's get into some of the cast real quick before we give more people time to get into the room. We will be talking about what is the show? Love and Marriage, Huntsville and DC. But first things first, let's see who we got up here that we need to meet. Okay. This is the first couple here. This is Miss Letitia. For those of you guys that do not know, this is Letitia Peterson. She's the CEO of Letitia. I'm sorry, not Peterson, but Pearson Enterprise. Okay, Letitia Pearson Enterprise. Letitia is a business strategist who has gained major acclaim and public notoriety for being a force of empowerment, inspiration, and encouragement for women on their journey to start businesses. My thing is, we still doing this women empowerment kick? Are we still on this women empowerment kick is what I'm trying to understand. Are we still doing that? Letitia is a proud recipient of the 2020 Top Entrepreneur Year Award and the 2020 Top 50 Under 40 Award recipient. Okay then, girl, we guess. That's Miss Letitia and her husband, and she, I guess, about to be separated from or whatever, because he may potentially have a baby somewhere else. But then we are not surprised nor shocked, to be honest, because he be working long hours and he be going away for weeks or whatever. Don't he work on like the train or something like that? And then he come back. So I wouldn't be surprised, girl. He probably like a truck driver. They be going to different states. Probably got them some women in some other places or something. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the next couple here. This young woman here happens to be Miss Latrice Rogers, self-made. Okay, she's a beauty mogul, entrepreneur, and a TV personality. She is the CEO of Goddess Lengths Virgin Hair and Essential Beauty. Y'all know she ended up putting all her hair in vending machines and putting those in different like malls and stuff. That's how she came up on a ton of money. All right. What else? They said in 2017, she I guess she received an award for being the Young Entrepreneur of the Year. So congrats to her on that. Now, this is the other woman that everybody feel like they supposed to know about, okay? And this is Miss Marie Hamilton Apston. She's a self-made millionaire and CEO of Hamilton Davis Mental Health Empire. Let her tell it, okay? She does own several opioid treatment clinics, and now we're going to see more of the story regarding her mom, which I believe inspired her to want to do this. So she got a lot of different agencies, medical supplies, home cares. I'm seeing over here, adult daycare, community outreach. She has a K through, not Hamilton Davis, K through 12 private academy. Big, I'm done. They just said she got Hamilton Davis auto sales. You just want to do everything, don't you, Marie? I can't. Zuri Marie Cosmetics, Zuri Marie Virgin Hair, Zuri Marie Fashion Designer. Girl, Marie, you need to cool. Girl, you got more going on than Miss Candy Burris. I guess, girl, that's Miss Marie. That's Miss Marie for y'all. Okay, let's see what Miss Tambra got going on over here. Okay, Tambra looks really good, I have to say. Really like the hair, love the light makeup. She looks pretty nice. Okay. She's a full-time interactive media personality. That's very cute how she changed her title. At one point, she was a radio host, and now she's calling it an interactive media personality. That's new. I'm gonna have to look that up. Okay. All right. She is a radio TV personality, entertainment news correspondent. She's an author, entrepreneur, spokesperson, and a host. So that's interesting. They said that she served as a guest host on the show Bring It. Girl, I guess it was like a guest host, but not like that. I thought she probably was like a little judge or something. But anyway, girl, you did it. I didn't. Let's move on. Okay, we have another couple here that happens to be Akeisha Holly Colin. Okay, she's one of the newest Bells. So she's the president and the executive director of the Willie and Akeisha Colin Foundation. She's the vice president of her family's nonprofit organization, the Holly Foundation. And she's a soror as well. Okay, then, girl, we'll see. We'll see how this gonna go for you, girl. All right, so she is the wife of a retired NFL player, a Super Bowl champion. And he's a radio TV personality, Willie Colin. Okay. She got 2 kids. She's a partner and a co-owner of Bricks and Hops Beer Garden. Okay. She will soon be bringing a second location to her hometown of Jackson. That's what's up. All right, Miss Ma'am. And let's see who else we got. This is the last couple here. And this couple happens to be, I guess, Sophia. And I guess she goes by the name So Gucci. She's a certified personal trainer and the owner of Stairway to So Gucci Fitness, where she hosts boot camps to encourage health and wellness in the community. She's a reputable and thriving real estate agent as well. Okay, she sold over $1 million in properties within her first year as a realtor. Okay, that's what's up. And y'all know she's with Sanjay Daddy. So we're going to see. We might see Sanjay on the show at some point. So, okay, and for those of you guys that are wondering who we talking about Bring It, okay? Bring It is what we're talking about. That was a TV show with the dancing dolls or whatnot. But, so we went through all of the cast and everybody that's supposed to be featured on the show. Well, there is somebody that is not returning, and that is Dr. Antoinette. You can kind of see her here. She like the last person up here on this end. She will not be returning. She actually took to social media to post a resignation letter because I guess she knew a lot of people was going to be asking like where she at. So this is what she says. She says, please accept this letter as formal notification of my resignation from Belle Collective, effective immediately. Stepping away from the office to film would significantly interfere with my livelihood and the way I financially support myself and family. Mint Dental is less than a year old. The team is young and not prepared to be without its clinical lead and administrator. I cannot sustain any additional commitments at this time. She says, I would like to thank you for the opportunities to film and share my story. Thank you for tastefully documenting a chapter in my life and selecting me for the initial and returning cast. So I guess they chose her this time again. She says, while I am excited by the new opportunities that I will be pursuing, I will always remember my time with Belle Collective and Kingdom Reign with gratitude. Please do not hesitate to contact me if you need further information after I leave, and I would be delighted if we all stay in touch. I wish nothing but the best for the entire team. I believe that this next season will be the best yet. I can feel it. Okay. She also went on to caption it. She says, sincerely grateful to Carlos King, on all that stuff, Kingdom Reign, excuse me, for the opportunity in capturing such a challenging, high stakes chapter of my life. I love their commitment to sharing Black stories and support women campaigns. Thank you for acknowledging and reminding me of my star power. To be honest, I shot the entire thing depressed and uncertain. Everything about my life in 2020 was actively changing and new. If I wasn't giving, I don't disagree. She says, I was barely keeping my SHI together, wounded and working, crying and trying. She says, sucks to have to do that on a national platform when the internet is sitting on go to pick you apart. There's beauty in all of life. She says, when y'all casting for dating shows, I'm ready. You have my information. Right. Carlos King goes on to let her know, thank you, Dr. Lyles, for your contribution to season 1. And I'm so happy Mint Dental is doing so well. Very proud of you, love, and you will always be a part of the collective, my Belle. Okay, so I like how she professionally, removed herself from the situation. So if at any point, maybe season 3 or 4, if she wants to return, that door may be open for her to do just that. But I think, of course, coupled with the pressure from, the pandemic and everything, and her going through that on top of the critique that she got, yeah, she couldn't really handle the show for real. I ain't gonna say she couldn't handle the show. I just think it was the audience. Okay, she couldn't handle the commentary of what people had to say about her, so she decided to opt it out. And there's nothing wrong with that. And good for her. Hopefully everything continues to go well. Okay, somebody says very tasteful and makes sense for her stepping away. Right, right. The audience is HR now. Ooh. So she's filing LOA, possibly LWOP, because she sounds interested in coming back. Girl, I'm trying to figure out what the acronyms are. Forgive me. But it seems like she might be interested. Leave of absence. And then what's LWOP? What, leave without purpose? Girl, I don't know what that part is. But I could see her being interested later on. I do. And I could see them wanting to, accept her and bring her back into the fold. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that quick little preview. We got us a trailer now. Excited to see it. It's going to be good from the looks of it. I think the first season wasn't that bad at all. So the girls are going to get into some things. I'm looking forward to seeing these new bells. And it's going to be interesting. I feel like with Sanjay Daddy, whatever his name is, I feel like his name Michael, don't quote me. But with Sanjay Daddy and Cliff, I feel like it's going to be some foolery when it comes to the husbands. Okay. So there's that. All right, guys. So we pretty much wrapped that up. And now we can go ahead and switch gears. Okay. And we can get ready to get into Love and Marriage DC. Let's talk about that. Let me grab my notes real quick and see what it was given. Okay, so Monique, she starts this new job. So congrats to her. She starts this new job while Chris is stuck at the house and he's getting the kids ready for school. I do believe they're homeschooling. So of course he got to get them ready, wash their face. Thank y'all. It's JJ. That's what her man's name. JJ. Thank you. Thank you. That's what it is. Thank y'all. So yeah, Miss Monique, she started this new job. Y'all know she's a radio host, so now she has to get up at like 3:45, 4 in the morning just so she can get to work on time. Girl, imagine that. She probably be sleep deprived in a month. I can imagine. Okay. Chris at the house taking care of the kids, making sure they're squared away. Meanwhile, Ashley is working on a self-help book. Okay. 2017, 2018, we learned was very rough for her. She dropped out of school. So I guess she was in school, maybe college or something. She ended up dropping out and she was diagnosed with depression. Ooh, around that time. Hate to hear that. So she's working on a book that she's going to drop to people. And I think it was going to be called Do That SHI or something like that. So that's what Ashley got going on. Later on, we can see that Ashley is working on a photo shoot. And it looks like she's working on this photo shoot for the cover of that book. And Mo goes to visit her. And Ashley tells her about her book. And Monique did a lot of talking about herself, right? So as Ashley is telling her about her book, Monique flips the conversation and makes it more so about her. And Ashley is just like, girl, one thing Monique gonna do is talk, and she gonna primarily talk about her damn self, okay? So she says, I'm gonna let her talk because the more she talk, the more she gonna give me information that I want to hear, which Monique did. Monique was acting like she really didn't want to share, like, I don't know. And should I tell? It's like, girl, don't tell it because you want to tell it. It's on the tip of your tongue, and you really want to see how she's going to react to it. So go on ahead and just share it with the people. Let us know. Okay. So Monique lets her, she tells Ashley how her friend Winter was on some rah, rah, rah. And it's like, why would you say that? Now, why would you say that your friend was on some rah, rah, rah? You ain't have to add the rah, rah, rah. Basically saying that your friend was talking big that's what you were saying, but I feel like she didn't have to say that part, okay? Because I feel like that's adding 20 on 10 and making it more than what it is, like it was the last time. Just say Ashley did have more things to say. It was something else that I left out. I want to go and get it out so we won't have to revisit this again. She said your husband was fun size, right? But she'd be adding extra. So Monique tells her the nickname. She called him fun size. Ashley laughed. She thought it was funny. She said because he is fun size. I was surprised Ashley took it like she took it. Right. So there's that. She's like, I got a whole lot to say about her. So she could say whatever she wants. Like it is what it is. Right. We learned that Jamie's name is Red Light Special based on some information that Irena confided in Winter about. So I don't know why Winter felt the need to go and share that information, with somebody else, but she did. So there's that. Monique says that she was making a point that she wasn't into any of y'all's husbands. That's what she was saying. Like, I mean, if they want to know, I ain't into none of their husband or whatever the case may be. So Ashley says, yeah, of course she isn't, because my husband ain't no scammer. Okay, girl. Well, that was a good one. So Quick and Chris, they ended up linking up. They ended up bonding. I guess they went and got their pedicures or whatever. I was kind of tuning out with whatever was going on with them. It sounds like Chris was kind of encouraging him to go to therapy for whatever things that he's been through. And I think they also talked about the salt room or whatnot, talked about the salt room and what he may have learned. And the end result is that he needs to go to therapy. Like, just go and get your therapy. And I'm like, yeah, he having this conversation with Chris, but let's not act like this wasn't a conversation that Quick has heard for many years. He's not going to do anything because of just how he is, period. What else happened? Irena wants a BBL. I want her to stop. Like, why? What do we need to, like, you look fine. Like, you're already older. You want to get this BBL. I don't know how old she is, but when you're in your late 60s, like, are you going to be happy with this BBL, or are you going to be trying to get it chopped off? Like, girl, what's that? I'm talking about she want a butt. What is given to me is that you're trying to look more appealing for your husband. Okay? That's what it sounds like to me. You're trying to compete with these women that your husband be seeing out here at these parties and stuff. That's what I'm thinking you're trying to do. We hate to see it, okay? I pray she changes her mind. I don't think anything is wrong with that woman. But, as women, we are our worst critics, and we always tend to find something, for the most part, wrong with us. It don't matter how gorgeous you are, always finding something wrong with us, okay? What else? So, of course, Ashley goes along with her. Ashley did try to take over her appointment, talking about how she want to get these parts of her underarm pit. She wants to get surgery on that. I don't understand why that's a big deal for women. I feel like somebody else did that on a reality show where they didn't like these little pockets here. And I'm just like, what? And it's no shade to nobody, but I want to believe, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, those pockets will probably go away if you actually worked out. Because I feel like you can have this surgery done, and then if you continue to gain weight, you're going to keep having these pockets. Like, I mean, I don't understand, like, what are we doing here? But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm clueless. Fill me in. Okay. Of course, they speak on Winter and how Winter ended up giving names to their husbands. Ashley said she thought it was quite funny for her. Irena looking at her like, girl, I'm not going to laugh at a thing because I ain't nothing about that funny. She ain't even got no husband for me to talk about for real, for real. I could have said a whole lot about her soon-to-be ex-husband, but I didn't. So I ain't give him no name. So don't be trying to come around here and get my husband no name, because I have quite a few names I could give him and to her. So I don't play like that. Don't do that. Don't play with me like that. Meanwhile, Ashley is just cackling because she's like, girl, I had a lot of names for her too. So it really didn't matter what she said or how she did it for me. For real, for real. And guess what? I'm still not going to like her. How about it? Right. So that was pretty much that. Not a whole lot happened in the episode. Yeah, but we are going to see whether there's going to be a conversation where Irena is going to link up with Winter and she's going to get it popping. Okay. Winter is going to try to defend herself, but I don't think she's going to be able to when it comes to Miss Irena. Okay, because Miss Irena is starting to see her for her works. And it's sad because it's like, is she really seeing her for her works? I feel like some of it is yes, but then also it be Monique coming back telling the story and adding a little sauce a little bit. Because she could have said it jokingly, even though she really did. She was mad, but I don't know. I just kind of feel like, Monique, you didn't even have to say that, girl, because you already saw what happened last week. So if I was Winter, in all honesty, I would start questioning the position, the friendship I have with Monique. That when you go back, number one, I confide in you about stuff. You turn around and you tell those other folks. And then when you go tell them, it's like you add additional sauce by saying, actually, Winter was on some rah, rah, rah. Like, you ain't even have to say that part. Like, what was the point of having that part in it? So Winter, when she starts questioning this friendship with Monique, she has every right to question this friendship with Monique, because it's like, I don't know if you're trying to be what you was trying to do over there on Potomac, where you was trying to like fit in or something like that. I don't know if you're doing that to fit in with Irena and Ashley, but it's not giving that you throwing your friend under the bus. Like, that's not cool. I'm sorry. That's not, and I'm not even crazy about Winter, and that's just not, don't do that. especially when you had time to address that situation at that time. But you specifically held back on the fun size comment just so you could bring it up at a later time. You also could have mentioned it when you had the event that they did, when you could have mentioned it there, right? It was the photo, whatever the thing, Ashley's event. Then you turned around and pulled both of these women for sit down conversations. You could have brought it up there so everything could be on the table and we can move forward. You allow these ladies to have a conversation, then you turn back around and bring some more bullshit over to Ashley about what Winter said. I just don't think that's cool. I just really don't. You're wrong for that. You're wrong for that. And again, if Winter starts questioning this friendship, she has every single right to do just that because yeah, I mean, like when I start seeing a friend do like that, like that's gonna make me stop sharing information with you. And then when I stop sharing information with you, you're gonna feel a way about me not sharing with you because I would look at it for me, and I could be wrong, but I would look at it like if I tell you this and you'll turn around and put 20 on 10 on the situation to somebody else, even if I did have a little bit of attitude with it, you just added more, in my opinion, and you gave it to them. So what do you do with the information I tell you about myself? How do you go and you tell that to other folks? Yeah, I'm cool, girl. This was cute. This was cute. Like, no. Monique been straight stirring the pot. Indeed, she has. It's granted, it is needed for the show. Okay, it definitely makes it entertaining. But on a real life sector, it's like that is not cool, Miss Mo. Um, and that's not cool. Why are women so eager to go under the knife? I don't know. I think it's because they see the multiple women that have done it and see how, nothing has happened to them, I suppose, and they believe that they could have the same outcome or something. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Monique needs to get popped. Is she doing too much? Oh, not she need to get popped. Not she need to get popped because she's doing too much. Poor Winter. They're using her as a whipping board this season. Okay. I feel like they all gonna turn on Monique. I feel like they are at different times. Definitely gonna start with Winter. But I can see a clash between she and Ashley at a later time. We'll have to see. But I did see a photo recently of all of the cast, the women, right? Even the new woman. There's a new woman. Lyons, I forgot her last name, something Lyons. It was Lyons, Irena, and it was Ashley and Mo in the picture. I did not see Winter. And it just makes me wonder, what value does Monique see in Winter? When I saw that, Winter could have been the one to take the picture. I don't know. But just not seeing her there, it just kind of made me think and wonder, like, I wonder what value she sees in her friend that, in my opinion, she would kind of sleep turn on her friend to make sure that she's a part of that girl group, that friend group. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of takes me back a little bit to Real Housewives of Potomac, and one of the reasons why I did not necessarily like Monique on that show, because she was coming off as trying too hard, and it's like she wants to, like, when she sees, kind of like how Irene and them, like she sees value in them, so it seems like she's trying to get on their good side. She wants to be on the in circle as if she needs to be on their in circle, but that's what she does. And it was kind of given that she was trying so hard to fit in with Giselle and them, but Giselle and them kind of saw right through her, in my opinion. It was like, nah, we good. And they may have been bitches to some people, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Watching them kind of like, girl, no, we see you for who you are. Like, we're not gonna let you in over here on our circle like that, girl. You could brag all day like you got it like that, so you could try and fit in with us or whatever the case may be, girl. But no, ma'am. So again, it just made me wonder, like, what's the value she see in that friendship? I feel like Winter is disposable to her, but we shall see at a later time, like, how it's really going to play itself out, because they may be able to talk and move forward from that. She should have told everything at one time. Agreed. If you was gonna tell it, then you should have told it all. Come on, Usher. Like, just tell it all. Let us know right then. And if not, I understand, because the first time I understand because things escalated so quickly. But at that table, she definitely should have said something. And she just held on to it. And she ended up seeing this at a later time. Like, I don't know why. And then, like, why not say it when a person is there to defend themselves? Like, you could have said it in front of Winter so that Winter could defend her statement. Instead, you went behind her back and you told this to Ashley, and Winter wasn't even there to defend her statement. But she's going to be left in a vulnerable position yet again to defend herself against these women based on what it is that you said, that she said. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that's so messed up to me. I don't think that's cool at all. Let's see. Right, because she's making it seem as if Winter is still talking trash about them when it was said in one setting. Exactly, and that's how they're going to come at her. Like, you keep talking SHI, you keep talking, and it's like, I'm really not talking. I said it one time. I haven't even discussed y'all because I haven't cared enough to talk about y'all anymore. You know what I'm saying? So that's legit how it's going to come off. What's going on, Dominique? And Dominique said, you've been keeping me company all morning at work. Yes. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Ashley don't even like Monique. Yikes. Yikes. I mean, Ashley did say she has a hard time with just women in general. I mean, she likes Irena, but she won't even say her and Irena are friends, which is weird, but okay. Good morning, Jay. The way Monique handled this Winter situation made me wonder about her relationship with Candace. Ooh. Yikes, 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 right? Going around, girl, there's some messy stuff. She out here, girl, there's some messy. It's making me think about the relationship with her and Candace, how she tried to make it seem like Candace was the one that was at fault for whatever, when it really was Giselle them. Okay, Giselle was the ones that was really being, messy. I guess she wanted Candace to be there for her and support her more, but I feel like Candace tried to have her back at certain times. But I mean, she didn't know, I guess, what she didn't know. I don't know, child. If I were Winter, I wouldn't return back next season and let them go at each other season 2. Well, let me tell you one thing about it. Whenever there's multiple people in a situation and one remove themselves, if you got A, B, and C, I truly believe this, and B remove themselves, it's only going to be a matter of time before A and C see themselves for who they are. So if she were to remove herself, which I don't think that she will, I think that if she were, they'll see each other. But I also feel like time is going to tell with them too, even if she do stay on the show. That goes to show you they're not really friends. She's doing it for the show. Truth. And I also think she's doing it to be friends with those women because she sees high value in them, in my opinion. And she's even said that about Irena out her own mouth. So sad. Monique has me giving her the side eye. I'm about to go back to Potomac episodes to see what led up to the altercation. Monique looking crazy. And there's that. Winter kind of spoke on this. She says that she has a busy life. She was on DJ Richie Sky's show. Okay, she has a busy life. Gotcha. You mean on the photo or something like that as to why she wasn't on that picture? Exactly. A lot of people was just looking surface level at Monique on Real Housewives of Potomac and thinking it was all Candace in them. Monique has some nasty ways. Yeah, she just, I ain't gonna say she really had nasty ways. I think everybody has that, but she just came off like, I see you trying hard to get that approval. And it made more sense too when she had the situation with Candace, and she kind of talked about that because of what has happened to her when she was younger, right? It was like she always felt like she had to like prove herself or something. And I think she still has a little bit of that in her, wanting to be accepted. And it comes off like that. Let's see. I'm really not featuring Monique. I know she was the nucleus of the show, but she can go for me. Dang. Okay, well, she can go. Well, let us all go, honey. Let us all go ahead and go and get on over to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's talk about these, okay? The show was lack. It was lack, but we're going to get into it, okay? So Martell ended up having more people show up. So the party, even though he had, I don't know if these happened on the same night or 2 different nights, but I think it all happened on the same night. I'm not sure, but y'all know he had the wine tasting. He had the ladies there. Then next thing you know, we saw that he had a ton of more people that ended up, girl, is this fly for me? Girl, y'all don't see her all up in my screen? Girl, she better be glad I ain't got my spray. Yeah. Okay, anyway. Girl, let me keep going because she gonna buzz and I'm gonna buzz her right back. She better be glad I ain't got my spray on me. Stay out my way. Anyway, let's keep going. All right. So we saw what Martell and them had a lot of guesting people to come, right? So he about to do a speech. He get up there to do a speech, and girl, he was struggling. Like, Martell, you be having so much to say. You be having so much coming out that trap. But you mean to tell me you couldn't give a simple speech by thanking people for being there in honor of your grandmama? You couldn't even say that for people you invited? Like, it was just giving very awkward. And Marceau, why you ain't got your ring on? Why you ain't got your ring on, Marceau? Let's talk about that. Why you ain't got your ring on? Letitia, that's your man. Stick beside him, girl. So yeah, Martell decides that he's gonna call all his friends up there. Didn't even acknowledge the uncle was in the building. Call all the friends up there. And what was so awkward to me was, why are you calling these friends up here when they had absolutely nothing to do with you making this wine? I could see if he probably would have called Milnika up there, in my opinion, because number one, she's your business partner or whoever she is to you, or manager, right? Number two, she's seen the ins and out of this. You should have been thanking her. Like, what is going on? Like, at least call Milnika. Milnika would have at least ushered you into making the right statement and thanking who needs to be thanked. Why would you invite the guys up? So the uncle was really pissed, okay? So the uncle walks out. The uncle is like feeling away because he's like, listen, you don't sit up there and have no whine about my mama and not sit up here and honor my mama, thank my mama, praise my mama, or do something like that. What do you think you're doing? Right? So then Martell whispers to him and says, do not do this. Do not do this. Do not do this. You're on national TV. You don't do nothing. That remind me of I feel like Cole. No, I feel, yeah, Cole and Martin. When Martin went over to Cole and told Cole something, and Cole was over there mimicking Martin when he was in his do no stuff like that. Do no stuff like that. Like, I cannot. I think Cole ended up staying with them or something, and that's what it reminds me. You don't do that. We on national TV. You don't get like, you don't act, don't look stupid. Don't do something you gonna regret. And it's like, Martell, you should be the last person telling anybody about when they on national TV and how they should or should not do something because they may possibly regret it. Like, you, sir, are the last person that should be saying this, okay? I can't. It was giving manipulation just a little bit. Like, so you can act a fool, but your uncle can't? Oh, okay. So your uncle can act a fool. He just can't act a fool on you. Oh, okay. Yeah, because you don't want to be embarrassed because this your part. Got you. So only you can cry if you want to, but your uncle can't. Noted. It's fine. Thank you. So he's over there trying to talk to Sam. Sam is like, we cool. Like, we cool. Like, back up off me. Like, hold what you got. Hold what you got. Fire. It's okay. Back up off me. Back up off me. What Ashley said on the Fresh Prince. Mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business. Like, his uncle was on some mind your business. Like, I'm cool. Back up off me. We good. Okay, get up off me. Martell still on his kitten heels as he walking throughout the house. The uncle felt very disrespected. Martell started to get upset. Martell is telling people, you can't film this. You can't come this way. Do not film. No. We're not doing that. Martell really got on my nerves. He did. I mean, you did mess up on the speech. You over here, instead of leading with an apology, you lead with, do not do this. Don't do this on national TV. Can't do it. Don't do that. It was giving Marceau when Marceau walked over to Kiki husband and said, you don't supposed to do that. Family don't do stuff like that. Right. Okay, girl. Let's keep it going. So Tiffany and Louis. So he tells her about the wine tasting and the guys trip, how everything went. He talked to her about that, right? He raves about he told her about when he they went to the rage thing and they was wrecking stuff, and he said that he was wrecking things over the fact that he has been sexually frustrated. Okay, that's what's been going on with him. And she was kind of confused, like, so you're throwing things because you're frustrated sexually? Is that what you're telling me? That's what I'm like, girl, that's what he's saying, child, I guess. So they talk about pretty much talk about sex being important to the man and the woman. Okay, they talked about that. They started to lose me because Carlos, let's be honest, you really want Tiffany and Louis to be a thing, and they're just not. They're just not. They're just not. Maybe friends of the show, but they just like, I'm like, my ears just don't perk up when they're on the screen. They just don't. They don't. You got Kimmy and Maurice over there talking. Oh yeah, that's what I said. They talking about their lack of sex, and to be honest, I couldn't be less interested. Like, I'm just not. So Kimmy and Maurice, okay, Kimmy and Dee talk about the trip, and of course, Kimmy and Maurice, they talk about the trip, whatever. They talk about some other stuff. The moral of the story for me was Maurice talking about him and Kimmy talking about sex, and she was saying how important it is in a relationship, and he tried to act dumb, like, is it really important? And I'm like, Maurice, you out here acting like you wasn't a whole thought. You was out here acting like a whole thought, and then want to sit up here and question is sex in a relationship. I said, this is a terrible episode yet again until we get to Tisha. Okay, Tisha and Dr. Francis. Okay, they're gonna bring it on home. Let's go and scoot past that. So Tisha has some homework. Okay, her homework was to find out who the hell she was. And Tisha's like, I know who I am to everybody else, but I don't necessarily know who I am to myself. So that's something that Tisha's working on, okay? Tisha says that she's focusing on herself, and with her focusing on herself is making Marcel want to step in and help her out. And I'm like, girl, why is you lying to this man? Why is you sitting up here lying? Girl, I don't believe Marcel is trying to step up and ask you, what do you need help on, and trying to fix a motherfucking thing at all. And if he is, it's because that photo was leaked of him, and you potentially believe or may truly believe that it was him, and he probably trying to correct some stuff. Just like he put his brother on blast, and now his brother over here taking Kimmy on trips and shit. It's been a whole damn 3 years. You ain't take this woman on not one trip, especially after the honeymoon. Soon as this image get leaked, now all of a sudden you want to take her on the trip, baby. Okay, right. Anyway. What else happened? So she speaks on Marcel being depressed. She talked about him being depressed and how he needed to take some time away and go to Tanzania and go to Africa without her. And she says, it's so, to me, I felt like she says, when he asked her, he was like, so he went without you? And she was like, yeah, he went without me. And he was like, well, why didn't you go? And to me, I felt like she said it so weirdly, as though this is how it's supposed to be, right? And that's her marriage. Maybe it is. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. She says, I didn't go because I had things to do. I had to get the kids taken care of. I had to get a nanny. It was things that I had to do. So, it's a whole thing. And I'm like, why does it have to be a whole thing? And why does it have to be just your thing? Why is it that you had things that you had to do? And it never clicked in your head, not a single moment, that he told you last minute primarily for these reasons? Because you're the person that primarily, girl, give me a second, because I'm going to have to clap her. I'm going to have to clap her. I'm going to have to clap her, y'all. Give me 1 second, girl, because she getting clapped. Yes, I think I can consider her clapped at this point. I think I can consider her clapped at this point, girl, because I had to get back. We gonna see, girl. I'm gonna know in just a minute if she was indeed clapped. But girl, Miss Little Fly, whew, girl, I had to go ahead and give her a little taste. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, girl, let's go ahead and get back into it, honey, because I had to clap. Okay, so let's get back. So, so when it comes to Miss Tisha and her not going on this trip and feeling like she has so many things that she has to do, and it's okay for him to go do whatever because these are normally her duties. I'm like, Tisha, it never clicked to you that he does these things on purpose because the standard in y'all marriage is for you to do X, Y, and Z, and he already knew that you wouldn't have enough time to take care of all of those things in one setting. Like the doctor be listening and the doctor be on it for sure. Okay. So, like I said, she says it so weirdly, like, oh, because I had things to take care of at home, as if that's not his responsibility as well. And I'm like, to me, that's not prioritizing Tisha or working on Tisha or anything, in my opinion. I feel like prioritizing herself or checking in with herself, making note of things would be to speak up for herself. Instead, I truly believe she took the background seat of, well, okay then, Marcel, okay, because she does not want to argue. That's what that really is. She does not want to argue. She does not want to be chastised by him. So she just lets it go. She doesn't want to feel like what she has to say to him is insignificant. She doesn't want to feel like it doesn't matter. Right. So that's why Tisha doesn't apply pressure to things that mean something to her. You know what I'm saying? So that's a problem. Girl, I thought I heard a little buzz. Anyway. So, what else? Yeah. So I said, it sounds like she's coming up with excuses for someone to not dig deeper. Oh, yeah, because he asked her, like, why, what stuff did you have to do? I had to get the nanny. I had to do this. I had to do that. Da, da, da. And I said, it sounds like she's coming up with excuses for someone to not dig deeper and question her because she doesn't want to have to not trust her husband or be put in a bad space mentally when it comes to their relationship. She believes him going to another continent would help him get his mind right. Girl. Maybe that would, sometimes people do need to go away to get their mind right. Yeah, I think that's a real thing. I do. Even if you are married, you may need to take a step away. But I can see it's just Mars, though, I think, primarily, like, it's Mars, though, and how he handles things. He went to a whole nother continent, girl. Without you. Yikes. So she says that he said, you okay with that? She was like, well, no, I wasn't happy at first. At first I wasn't happy. No. I wasn't happy, but I'm over it now. She says, I thought that we were going to go as a unit. Well, then I would have stood on it. Like, where do you think you're going? Oh, no, we ain't doing that. Like, that's dead. Like, he would have never lived it down. No. And he knew exactly how to ask you. He knew how to proposition it. He knew exactly what to do. And he knows you like the back of his hand. And he know you're going to move how he needs you to move. And I wouldn't have budged on that. And that's you. You can't leave out of the doctor's office and say that you're working on yourself and you finding yourself. And then allow this man to make the decisions that he's going to make as though you all are not husband and wife. You are literally a married single mom. A married single mom. And I would have ate his ass up because honestly, Marcel don't want no divorce. He don't. And I would just feel like, it don't have to go to that extreme, but I just feel like he used extreme measures when he gets inside of her psyche. So my extreme would be, if you want to make such decisions like that and go where you want to go, when you want to go, then maybe you shouldn't be a part of this family. If you want to do something like that. And then he probably would have rethought that. And I know that may be like a bit extreme, but again, I feel like he'd be extreme. Think about it, Tisha. Don't come to me about anything that's disrespectful. Consider who you're talking to and what the question is about. Da. Yeah, no. He wants you to consider the information that's coming to you. Consider the source. Consider him. But he's not even considering y'all when he make decisions. Girl, sit down. What else happened? So she said she decided to let him go. And I said, truthfully, I think it's because she didn't want to argue with him. All right. But her excuse is that he does things like this. Like he does things last minute. Girl, when I tell you Dr. Francis was on her ass, he was on her ass. I said, yes, Dr. Francis hit the nail on the head. He says last minute behavior isn't the same thing as last minute thinking. I see it. Yes, Dr. Francis. This the realest motherfucking therapist on reality TV. The realest one. No, the man from Real Housewives of Atlanta sitting down with Drew Nim. No, Drew Nim need Dr. Francis. Okay, that's who they need. That's who, not the woman that what's his name? Ryan sat down with on Black Ink Crew. All these therapists that y'all be trying. No, Dr. Francis is the realest motherfucking therapist on reality TV. Y'all need to have a sit down with him. Because he gonna see through your bullshit. He ain't trying to do stuff just to say he on TV. You know what I'm saying? Girl. Then people be trying to act like they therapists, calling themselves doctors, and then be wanting to use all these big words and do all this extra shit. You know what I'm saying? When they get a points and all this stuff, and I be having to rewind it, like, what the hell did they just say? Girl, just give it to them plain and straight. Okay, people understand the directness of it all. Okay, what else happened? So he says, if he said, this is what Dr. Francis tells her, if he says, I'm going to Tanzania, he said that was a thought. Okay, he said that was a thought that he had in his head for a minute before he even approached you about it. I said, come on. He said, it's only last minute to you. It's only last minute to you because of when he presented it to you. Oh, come on. So Marcel tells her he wasn't thinking, he needs to do better. That's what Tisha said. Oh, well, when I talked to him about it, he says, well, I wasn't thinking I need to do better. And he was like, you don't see nothing wrong with that. Like, girl, he said, it seems like there's a bit of codependency here. And she was like, huh? What? And he was like, you don't see that? She was like, no. It's like, you do see it. You always talk about how educated you are, how you smart, whatever the case may be. Your mama stay bragging. Girl, book and common, two different things. Book and common, two different things. You're lacking one. And it's not, I mean, girl, you're just a fool. You know you're in love. But here's the difference. It's like you have the footage like everybody else. So sometimes you cannot see what you're experiencing when you're in the relationship, right? But sometimes you have to take yourself outside of that relationship, put it on somebody else, and see how you would properly judge the situation if it was so-and-so versus you, right? And also the difference is, Tisha, you have video footage where you can go back and literally watch. Like you can watch the treatment of how your husband does you, and you see that it don't be right, but you're so busy trying to create a united front. Like Marcel wants you to, and I just feel like it's okay to have a united front and that's your husband, whatever. But what I'm also saying is it's also okay to speak up for yourself. It's also okay to give pushback. Ain't nobody telling you to leave your husband. If that's what you want to do, girl, be with that man. You're gonna do it anyway because that's just how you is. Okay, do what you want to do. That's yours. But at the end of the day, it's like you not giving no type of pushback. It definitely gives that he runs over you. It definitely gives that you do everything. And I don't want to hear nothing about him talking about no breadwinner or nothing, because you be in there in the gym shooting with him, working, if not harder or the hardest than he do. For real, for real. So it really ain't no excuses. It's just more that's on your plate, and you have adopted that this is how it's supposed to go because he has you believing it, and you just go along. Like, I don't like that. I would rather see more of Tisha pushing back and telling Marcel, like, no, I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? It sucks to see that. Like, she's sitting up here saying, oh no, we're gonna give the money to my mom. We're giving money to my mom. No, we're gonna give money to my mom, and then gotta still turn around. You do all this big talk at the table with Marcel and Kimmy, but then have to turn around and ask him, so are we gonna give the money to my mom? No, I don't give a what you talking about. If the money is in the account and we've already made an agreement, yeah, we giving the money to my mom. Yeah, the same way that you made that decision when you went over to Africa. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and start her off with about the same amount of money that your ass used when you went over there to Africa. Yeah, how much was that trip? What did you say? Probably about 7 to 8 thousand. Okay, cool. We'll start her off with that. And it's gonna come out your account. Like, you have no balls at all. And I feel like that may be how marriages go, but that ain't the type of that I want. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a very headstrong, tough, you ain't finna be talking to me no any kind of mother way type person. Okay, so he's not made for me. I couldn't deal with nobody like him. Your mindset, what you give off, yes. And it's sad because I do feel like you are one of those people that will stick in something even if you're done wrong, just to say that you married. Just like when you came in there with that team wife shirt on at the Galentine event, just to say that your team married, just to throw in somebody else's face that you got a divorce, but I'm still married to mine. Yeah, but you're miserable at the same time. So what else is going on? What else is going on? When you having therapy appointments for nothing, they're useless at this point. I hate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be with him, be with him. Have a backbone. Have a backbone, girl. I can't. What else we got? Dr. Francis says there's a dependency issue going on. Tisha says she doesn't see it. And I said, girl, you do see it because you was complaining about some of that in the beginning, season 1. And then here, this is why people get irritated with Tisha. because she does try to play these moments where she's clueless or, huh? Oh, no, not me. No, I didn't know what you're saying. What are you talking about? I didn't see it. Did you see that? No, where did it go? Like, girl, you season 1 when you saw Mel out here getting it how she lived, got about the same amount of kids as you, boo. Girl, you wanted to get on that same path, ma'am. You saw that it was a ton of codependency. You saw that it was a ton of him depending on you, ma'am. And then you want to sit up here and get up here and act like you don't see it. Huh? And then it was the blink that she gave him. She was like, huh? No, I don't see that. No. I was like, you know you need your, you do see it. You see it. We see it. We saw it. What do you mean? You've been here for 4 years. Okay. Everything the audience is telling you is not just us, girl. It's what we see. Go back, press rewind, press play. This is what's happening. And again, for me, I'm not saying leave your husband. I'm saying speak up, stand up to your husband is what I'm saying, because it's not like he's the breadwinner. It's not like, I mean, what are you going to lose? Like, you're just heavily ingrained in the business as him. So some shit should just not fly. You should put your foot down. Like, and you just don't do that. And that shit just irks me. And then you get on this platform knowing you've complained about shit, and then turn around and try and play dumb with this man and act like you didn't know what was going on, trying to play with this man's intelligence like he don't know what's really happening. And then talk about something, I have to get the kids ready. I had to do this. It's like, it's a whole thing. And you said that to dismiss it because you didn't want him to dive deeper into that conversation. That's how you handle things. You handle things with people when it comes to your marriage, how Marceau handles you when it comes to your marriage. Hella dismissive when it comes to your feelings. And you try to get hella dismissive when you're telling people stories about your marriage, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be, like surrounding that, a situation, you try to get a bit dismissive because you don't want them to dive deeper. And I just hate to see that. I hate to see that. I think Tisha's a beautiful woman. I think she can go out and get any man for real that she wants, to be honest. And it kills me when I watch this screen and I just see how Marceau operates. And granted, we only see a bit of their time. We only see a small glimpse of what they show us. But we've been seeing a hell of a lot of footage. Okay? It may be small glimpses, but if we crop, let's be honest, from season 1, only scenes of Tisha and Marceau's relationship, we've seen a whole lot. Girl, Fly is out of the trap. Fly is out of the trap, girl. I'm going to get her by the time this live is gone. She ain't going to make it to the next live. But anyway, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we just play all y'all footage, just give us a night and just recap just they scenes. Girl, it's foolery. I hate it for her. So Dr. Francis says that he drops any and everything on her to escape responsibility. I agree 1000%. He does all the time. All the time. It seems like he never compromises with her. The only time he gave her any type of range to make her think she has a decision was when he was the one that truly did not want to make the decision. And that was when Martell wanted to come back into their company. And he said, I need to see what Tisha gonna think. But truth be told, Tisha was feeling exactly how Marceau was feeling. That's why he put it on to her to make it seem like she was able to make a decision when it came to this. Girl, whack. So she now says that she recognizes that as well, and she's been trying to get him to change that, but only time will tell. And I said, Tisha, time ain't gonna tell a motherfucking thing. Time is going to tell, as we've seen the past few seasons, that you're gonna stick beside him and you're gonna continue to be in the same situation that you're already in. Okay. And the reason why is because you are not changing. I truly feel like Tisha really do make the world go around when it comes to their marriage. Like, I don't think Marceau gives her half as much credit. Like, I just do. And I'm like, you do not understand. When you just stop doing some shit, I really feel like he's going to get it. Like, she has to change who she is to him. And we see that a lot of times, I feel like, in like relationships and housewives and stuff like that. The woman, like, in order to get him to do something different, it's like, okay, you're going to keep doing what you do. As long as I continue to X, Y, Z, you're going to keep doing it. Okay, bet. Well, I'm going to reverse on your ass. And we're going to see what he has no choice but to conform to who you are now. If you dead set on not doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's just like a mama. I feel like some of these moms, like they used to doing everything for their sons, right? And they get to an age where it's like, I'm tired of doing this and that for you. You got to take care of it, right? And they just expect and think they mama gonna do it. They just think she gonna do it. And as soon as she don't, that's when they realize, like, oh, she really ain't even do it this time. Then they be called, hey, how you said I need to go down there? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I could give you those instructions because I'm not gonna go down there and do it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when she gives him that wake up call, then he'll adjust as he needs to. But those are just, you know what I'm saying? That's just what I think, and I hate to see it. It really grinds my gears. And so Dr. Francis is inviting her out in the cast, it seems, to a couples retreat. She's not sure because she already know how Marceau feels. Marceau definitely reminds me of an ex that whenever people would call him on his stuff, whether it was to his face or to me, and I mentioned it to him, he did not like them. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that Dr. Francis can call Marceau on his I don't know if he's going to want that. And I can also see him not wanting Tisha to really go to that therapist because he knows over time it's going to change her mindset and it's going to change how she responds to him. And that's what he doesn't want. Any narcissist in that manner, like they don't want that. They don't want you listening to people that are sound and people that can turn your head, okay, away from the way that they want you to think. And it's just what it is. Like, it's just what it is, you know. That's what he is. It is what it is. So let's get to Martell and his mama that's gonna sit up here and act like everything he do is so amazing and everything he do is this and that. And he's such a fucking good person and all this other stuff. And that shit really be getting on my nerves. And it's like, ma'am, you remind me of one of them parents when somebody say that their kid slapped the fuck out of somebody, and you just sitting up there like, no, he didn't. My son is a good child. As if your child does not have the potential to be somebody else behind your damn back. Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, yeah, and it was amazing, and it was, and I was like, Granted, you're supposed to be you're supposed to be like your kid's biggest fan, but at the same time, you're not supposed to be a blind ass fan either. Okay, I'm just not. My child know when they come to me, you're gonna get sound motherfucking advice. Hello, it's not gonna be, oh Jay, you're amazing, you're this, you're that. Like, no, you are. How you handle this? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be mindful, treat people how you want to be treated. And I'm not gonna sit up here and be a fool of a mama and make you think that your actions are okay. You know, but anyway, so they speak on the uncle and how Martell says it's a time and a place. Cause I think she asked like, have you talked to the uncle or whatever like that? He said, I've been reaching out to him. He ain't called me, but you know, it's a time and a place. It's a time and a place. You know what I'm saying? And he needs to learn how to control himself. I said, are they cursing their uncles in Atlanta to Alabama? Because I know you're not talking. Tell me, it's a time and a place. Do you know how many times and places that your ex has had, Martell? Do you know how many times and places you've had? And you have lacked control of your own emotions? And if you ask me, the uncle was extremely sane in comparison to what we've seen when it came to you. The audacity. And the mama just let him talk. Girl, I cannot. Ooh, girl, he has some nerve. Martell is saying he having another event to honor his grandmother, where it's going to be a more intimate, event for the family and stuff like that. So he's planning on doing that. And his mom always thinks everything he does is so wonderful and so amazing. It's just wonderful. You're amazing, son. You're just a good person, son. You're amazing. You're one. And he may be a good person, but the actions and the antics that he does definitely overshadows that. So if you want people to see the good person that your mama believes you are, you should lead with that type of energy and you should lead with those type of actions. Anyway, girl, let's get to Kimmy and Mel. All right. So Mel asked Kimmy if she was worried about her husband going on this trip with Martell based on the drama that happened last time. Kimmy says, no, Mel, actually, it doesn't bother me. No, Mel, it doesn't bother me. Then she get in the confessional. Mel thinks that everyone is cheating. Like, ever since her situation, Mel thinks that everybody is a cheater. And girl, give me 1 second, because she is playing with me today. She playing. Girl, this thing is really irritating me. I cannot. Girl, let me wrap this up so I can really get into some action. With this fly. But anyway, so Kimmy was just like, Kimmy was like, oh no, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't really bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay with him doing that, with him going with the guys. Because, I think that all guys, like, they deserve that guy time, And then she get in the confessional, talk about something. Well, Mel thinks everybody is cheating. Mel thinks everyone, like, oh my God, like, girl, just because that happened to you doesn't mean that everybody is out here actually cheating. That's my thing. And I'm like, I don't think it's that Mel was saying that to say that he's cheating on you. I think she was just bringing attention to the fact that every time it's Martell, it's drama. I think that's what she was talking about. I don't think she was so much as talking about, oh, girl, he went on this trip, so he probably could have been out there cheating on you. But, maybe I could be wrong, child. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I don't know where you got that from. And then you waited until now. I also think that the reason Mel asked that question about how she felt is because you always be in everybody's business, but doesn't really want to have conversations about your own business. So Mel was trying to also get you to talking about the SHI you got going on and what you're thinking, right? But you don't want to address that, and then you make sure that you flip it back. But I guess, girl, let's keep going. What else? Kimmy tells her about the uncle and how the uncle was upset and how he left the event. And then Mel said, well, then which uncle was the girl? Oh, okay. Well, then you must be talking about Uncle Sam. That's what it had to be. Uncle Sam. That's what it was. It was Uncle Sam. Right? So then, of course, they talked about Melnika. And that's when Mel recognized Melnika. She was like, I know her. She was planning my wedding. And 2 weeks before my wedding, me, her, and Martell was on a 3-way call. And that's when she told me that Martell was sitting up here cheating and that he was trying to ask about her assistant or something like that. And so with that, the girl, I guess, dropped out of planning the wedding and she had to hire her mom or something like that. Like she had to hire her mom and her mom was supposed to take care of the wedding or whatever the case may be. And that was pretty messed up. But then I'm wondering, number one, Mel, like, that ain't her fault. You know what I'm saying? She pretty much gave you proof that your man out here doing some slick stuff, yet you still chose to marry him. Fast forward years later, here we are. But anyway, Melnika, for you, my question is, what did Martell do specifically that caused you to want to out him like this? Because it's giving me that he's probably been a cheater. Prior to that, it's making me assume and believe that you probably already knew this information, yet you were still willing to plan the wedding. So Martell must have done something to piss you the hell off for you to get him on 3-way with Mel and out him and tell this information. It's just making me question you. Like, I'm wondering, were you a woman that was around when he's trying to talk to other girls? Did you bring any women to him to interact? Like, obviously, it's giving to me, he felt comfortable enough with you to ask you about his assistant while he was engaged and you knew that and knew you was planning the wedding. So for me, it's like, how many women have you been present for and privy to when it comes to Martell prior to him getting married to Melody? Hard side eye. As cute as you are, girl, you can't be trusted either. Well, that's where we are, Miss Melnika. Let's see. Let's see. I do too. She was messing with him while he was married. Man, his first wife was and is a big man. Who first wife was and is big man? He probably played her assistant and she told Mel and she reached out to Mel as retaliation. Could be. That's typically what it be. Martell benching their whole relationship, shaking my head. Just trash. And how did Martell forgive her and then hire her and get closer with her? She can obviously spill more of his tea now. Something ain't right. I feel like he did that because he needed a friend. I really do. I feel like he reached out. He needed a friend and she was willing to step in and, help him out. So I feel like desperate time calls for desperate measures. And they also could have forgiven each other for those actions like years ago before we even knew anything about them, right? I don't think Monica wants Martell now. He's just a come up. I think business wise for sure. I also thought she was married. I know that don't mean a lot to some people, but you know, I think she's probably married too. Mel knew her Marty was a cheater before they got married. Girl, the Huntsville streets have spilled Mel number 2 tea. They said she do more than put events together. She also put together some fraudulent documents. And ooh, yikes! Allegedly. Oh wow! Allegedly, I didn't know that. This is new. Mel is probably just showing up to fulfill her contract, just like Timmy Roman on Basketball Wives. Monica was mad because he tried to holler at the assistant as opposed to her. Y'all is messy as hell. Kimmy husband's first wife, Big Mag. She still love him. She is butthurt. Okay. It amazes me how people are saying Mel knew he was cheating before they got married. Which woman is going to cancel her wedding 2 weeks before based on an accusation without proof the girl was in love? I think that's true. And I also think that there are quite a few people that probably do cancel at the drop of a dime and don't care nothing about it and be like, oh well, I'd rather cancel now than move forward. Yeah, but you know, everybody in a different place. So she believed her soon-to-be husband more than the lady she just met. Like many other women, Mel probably thought Melnica was jealous. I mean, and also when you're dealing with somebody like Martell, ain't no telling what he was telling her. So, I mean, yeah, it could have been my man's word against yours, and you're not going to sit up here in public and embarrass me when I'm supposed to be having this wedding. So it is what it is. And yeah, she probably had a completely, I'm sure her mindset then versus her mindset now are two different things. When are they going to start spilling Kimmy and domineering Maurice's tea? It's about time. Kimmy can only deflect so much. I don't know. All of the wives questioned their husbands when they returned, including Tiffany. Yep, him being a cheater didn't have anything to do with Monica, though. Martell was her friend, so she had no reason to tell. Hell, Mel knew about her own husband cheating and still married him. That's her fault and her L to take. Okay. Speak on Tisha and Marcel talking about SEX, and if he don't get it, he going outside to find it. I wasn't even paying attention, so y'all can remind me on that part. Yeah, when they started talking about the sex and they started bouncing it between different people, I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't. Sorry. Let's see. I didn't hear him say that. He said that Monica been in the friend zone for years. She secretly wants Martha. Yikes. I missed that. I didn't hear him say that. Well, that's all that I got, guys. I appreciate you all for joining me on today. Thank you so very much for joining your girl. Please don't forget to hit the like button. And also, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do that as well, okay? Yeah, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's all that I got. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that great jazz, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.